Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Okay, and welcome to Women Around the Table Talk Show. I am your host, Miss Kiki White. That's what they call me. Some know me by Songbird as well. Want to give you a good greeting. Hopefully, you guys are doing well on this wonderful, terrific Tuesday evening. I'm having a great day so far. I'm hoping that you guys are too. I have a great show for you guys tonight. And I know y'all ready because that's why you tuned in. So hey y'all, hey. All right. Okay, so today is gonna be a great, great show because I have some treats. But before I delve into all of that, I do have a few announcements, and these are very important announcements regarding this television network. First of all, let me say that this is not a podcast. Sorry, get it right, get it together, correct your English. That's right, it's not a podcast. Okay, it is a television network station, and you have your link, which is EEFI Networks with an S.com. If you click it, you can tick it, talk it, and watch it. Okay, so let's get there first of all straight. This is not a podcast. Okay. But anyway, EEFI has its own app now, and we are able to download this app onto your mobile devices, onto your television, and I believe that it's going to come to a radio station segment. Actually, it's going to come to a speaker near you, but we're going to dive into the radio segment of it in the near future. So that's right. That is correct. Yes, we do have our own app, and you can download this to your devices, whether it be your phone, your TV, wherever you want to tune in, you can do that. And you'll be able to view myself and all of the other hosts that we have that are on the network. So we got some good things coming after July 1st. And so this is going to go into, I'm sorry, let me back up. So this is now. So you can go ahead and do that now. But after July 1st, Facebook we're going to have to get away from you guys. I'm so sorry, Facebook viewers. This was actually a courtesy, for you guys to watch moi and everybody else. It was just for advertisement purposes only. That's the only reason why we had Facebook and we had YouTube to connect with, so that we could give support with advertisement regarding the network itself. I have had fun with you all, but from henceforth, moving forward, you'll be able to subscribe. Once you subscribe to the app, I believe it's maybe 6 months. I'm sure we'll be giving announcements throughout that particular period. But after that period of that, you can receive this access for free, like everybody else. You gonna have to pay. Okay. It's not much. We're not gonna hit your pockets too much. It's affordable because if you're a friend and you are a supporter to all my supporters, whoop whoop, thank you, and thank you for subscribing whenever you do. Okay, but we got about 2 to 4 weeks that all of the episodes and all of the episodes that we have, it's going to be advertised as snippets on Facebook. So if we do advertise it, you only get that much, and it's going to be like 2 to 4 weeks before an episode is downloaded and you're able to watch the full episode. So I'm sorry, so sorry, but hey, these are the demands of the TV world. It's not my fault. Okay. So, for all of those who were saying that this was a podcast, sorry, it's not. Um, you actually delving into the TV world. So, anyway, is that most of my announcements? I don't think that I missed anything. Oh, it is a one-time charge, I believe, and I think it's probably from the low. Hopefully, it'll hit you by like a $3.99, $5.99, $6.99, $7.99, $8.99. One of them 99s. I don't know. One of them 99s. Okay, y'all? But that's my announcements. Again, for those of you that are just now coming in, welcome to Women Around the Table Talk Show. This is your talk show host, Miss Kiki. Um, this month we have been starting off with Testimony Tuesday. And Testimony Tuesday is every Tuesday. I would bring in a guest that were going to just tell their testimonies about their walk of life and where they are right now as far as arriving to their place of success. And I myself, if you haven't viewed my testimony, you can go to eefinetworks.com and you can actually go back to the episode from last week. I don't know last week's date. Anybody got last week's date, which was today the 12th, so it was like the 4th or something like that. I'm not sure. But whatever last Tuesday was, you can go to that date and you can view my testimony. I started it off just by sharing with my life's trials, ups and downs, all arounds. And I'm going to continue doing that. And if you yourself have a testimony, if you have a great story that is very inspirational, if you have a story that you want the world to hear, inbox me, get in contact with the network, and or let me know, and I would definitely like to hear a little bit of it, and that way you can share your testimony with us, and we would definitely give honor and recognition to God Almighty for the things he's doing and the things that he has done. Okay, so we got all of that out the way. I do thank God. I'm still grateful for the things that God is still doing in my life. I really, really, really am. And I know that there's still more stories to come. Um, I will be launching Helper Hush, and Helper Hush is my baby. That's a new endeavor that I'm going to dive into, and that's going to take place sometime after July 1st as well. So looks like July is going to be a hot month if you ask me. But anywho, so we got a lot of things going on the network, guys, and it's all for your benefit and yours too. Okay, all right. So well, my speaker today, some of y'all know him, and you may have seen him before if you've been looking at every episode. Now, I haven't forgotten that I had told you that I was going to go back into all of the episodes to see who's been my number one viewer, because there are some giveaways at the end of the month. And I really would like to bless this particular individual, whoever that may be, because I'm still adding up, whoever that may be. And I'm going to do some giveaways to show this particular viewer, my number one viewer, that they are very much appreciated. And I love the fact that they are tuning in. Hopefully you guys are liking and sharing and whatever else they tell y'all to do. Okay. That's right. So anyway, Lord have mercy. Anyway, so back to my speaker, guys. Back to my speaker. Okay, so you may have seen this individual before, and the reason why I'm bringing him back is because I am excited to bring him on board. He is actually going to be part of the EEFI Networks family. Okay, and this young man is ambitious. He's a go-getter. He knows how to handle his business. He knows how to start your small business if you have one. He knows graphics and marketing and networking and all of them ings is what he know. And just put ing on his last name. Jason Dixon. No, that ain't gonna sound right. But anyway, this young man, man, he's faithful to what he does. He's faithful to his word. He has a big heart for people. Y'all know him. I'm going to have him come in here for a little while to give his testimony. Of course, he got to start out with that so he can let us know how he arrived and is arriving to the place in which he is in the position that he is standing in right now. I have found him to be a very man. Let me go and testify to y'all real quick. So let me tell y'all something. Y'all know how people be talking about you, and because this is my real moment. We're having a real moment. We should put that on the board. Real moment. Okay, real moment with Kiki. You know how people talk about you, and you could be standing in a position of innocence, and you don't want to fight the battle because you try to keep yourself whole, and your integrity is on the line, and your repetition, and you don't want to represent yourself too bad, for some of those believers that are still making it to the side of this world. They say you better not say too much, because God ain't finished with me yet. That's a lie. That y'all gotta quit saying that. Y'all just gotta surrender and just let him keep on working on you. But he ain't finished with me yet either. But y'all listen to me, okay? Um, so through this period where somebody is like blaspheming my name. I mean, my name is out here, and girls saying all kind of negative and this and that and the third. And I'm like, why are you doing this to me when I have done nothing to you but be a friend? And I had to keep suppressing my attitude, and I had to um keep in mind that I'm me. I represent the angels in heaven. No, I'm just kidding. But I do represent the kingdom. You understand what I'm saying? And there's only so much that we can say, and only so much that we can do before we just go there and pop. Oh, thank you. Boy, here, hold your meal. Before you pop someone in the lip. And so anyway, I confided in him. I confided in my guest out of all people. I don't know why. I went to him and I talked to him about it. And he gave me such encouraging words. And it's because of him that y'all really see me. Seriously. It's really because of his encouraging words that y'all see me. And he gave me that boost to keep going. And I really want to, and I know he's watching. Hopefully he's made it to the studio already. And man, for that moment, I realized that there are people that depend on me to be me. They just want me to be Keitra. And that's who I'm gonna give you. But right now, it ain't my time. It ain't my testimony. I just wanted to let y'all know this dude got a good heart. So, without further ado, I want to introduce to you all my friend. He's going to be my co-host on another show on another day and stuff and everything. I'll let him give y'all the details. Y'all, his name is Jason Dixon. He's back for the second time. That ought to say something. Just like a date. Can you catch what I'm laying down? Or can you pick up what I'm laying down? Anyway, so Jason is coming to you tonight, and you can go on and give him a round of applause. Is Jason in the studio, y'all? The building. He's in the building, y'all. Yes. Hey, Jason. Hi.
Hey, I appreciate the round of applause. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hey, to
Good.
everybody, I'm just going to talk to people on my live real quick. Everybody on my live that was trying to get in, the station is doing some upgrades. So if you're going through the website, it's not actually coming through. But you can actually go to Apple TV, Roku, and log in, and you'll actually see us going live. So I do
Tell them to
apologize.
go. Let me interrupt and tell them to go to channel. If what is that local channel 38? They can go
If
there. They
you're in
can go to
Houston,
YouTube as well.
yep, you can go to local channel 38 and you can also go to YouTube live and type in that website and you'll be able to see us
Okay.
live.
All right. All right. Well, hey Jason, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for having me back on. I'm glad to be
Right
part of
on.
the
Right on.
family. That's why you
Good.
brought me back.
You know what I'm saying? My brother from another mother. Yeah, how they say it. Anyway, you doing good, man.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm actually excited. You know, I'm excited. I'm super excited. I
I
got
can
my
tell
phone up,
this.
y'all, because
Oh my goodness, he got his.
I want them to see your show. I want them to be able to see you as well. So, um,
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
if they won't be able to view it right now live, they can
yeah.
always go back. So you can always share the link onto
Oh
your
yeah.
Facebook or your whichever your private page, and they can click on there.
Oh
And on
yeah. You know,
YouTube,
I'm.
I know for sure, but on EEFI, I think it has to be uploaded,
Yeah. Don't
and
worry
they
about
have
it.
to wait until the next month to see that.
Oh no, no, no. I'll share it just like I did. What's up, Mario? Marlon,
Okay,
that's
we
my
got
other
some
brother.
people in the
That's my other
building.
brother.
Come on, give
Yeah.
your shout outs. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Boy, you
Well,
popular.
well, you know I'm excited. You know I'm excited, but I'm
Good.
excited.
That's
So
what's up. Look at your little dimples and everything. Ladies, y'all see his dimples? Okay, let me stop. I'm not gonna do that to you. So, okay, I gave my heartfelt thank you and my heartfelt feelings because I wanted to take that moment to be serious and say, I really, really thank you for being there when I needed you the most. Because
no
out of
problem.
everybody, I don't even think I called my brother. I don't know. Maybe he was on the clock. I don't know. But you popped up in my spirit and you gave me just what I needed and just gave me
Right.
that fuel to keep going. And because I didn't give up, man, you're right here with me. Can you believe that from the conversation? You know what we was talking about. You know
I
exactly.
know. I know.
You know what I'm saying? So
But I
only me and Jason know. Sorry, y'all get that next time. But
that's real.
only
Yeah,
me and
but
you, and I'm grateful just to see that, man. You're gonna be part of the family. So,
I'm grateful for.
yeah.
I want to say I'm grateful for everybody who came through and backed me up. Um, that is a grateful thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I like I said, I a lot of times I have to come in and prove myself on who I am, and I appreciate the people that come in and say, "Hey, just give them a chance."
Right, right.
uh, I give my flowers when they're due. I know, you learn in business that at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
you can do whatever you want to do. In this line of work that I do, mistakes happen, things go bad. But the whole point that I try to tell people is you got to keep going forward, regardless of what happened in any part of business, in any part of life, at any
Mm-hmm.
situation, something can go very bad, right?
That's true. That's
Something
true.
can be very just done. So you look at it from an aspect of how do you want to handle it? How do you want it to be? Do you just quit because somebody said, "Oh, you didn't finish the job for me," or "You messed up"? Because over my since 2009, I've been working on this, and you have
Wow.
firsthand witness with talking with who we know. I've
Yeah,
been
yeah,
I've
yeah.
been literally building this with a good team, a bad team. I went through the ups, went through the downs. I took every blow, and I'm still taking them now as we're growing right
Still
now,
see.
as you see. So
Mm-hmm.
my job is just to encourage people to keep going because they're not it's not the more success you see, the worse this is going to get for you, I promise.
Oh, oh, I don't need another strand. But hey, with it comes strength. With that comes power. With that comes knowledge and
Right.
especially experience. So I guess we just gotta what them teachers used to tell us. You just gotta roll with the punches.
Right.
That's what we have to do. So hey, y'all heard it from him. And sometimes in life, that's just the way it is. You're gonna have your ups and downs, and that's why I had to share my little moment. It's still Testimony Tuesday.
Right.
So, and I want to know how did you even get here? Like, what pushed you? What you got a lot of things going on. And
To
so I
get
just think
here,
that you
like
just
on
wanted to
this,
be in the family. You just wanted to be close. No, you just wanted to be close.
to be honest with you, to be really really honest, if you know me, and most people do, I built a radio station with the same concept, a radio station in 2010 through 2000, no, 2011 through 2000 and I think it was 2014 when the station shut down because the owner decided to waste the money.
Uh-huh. Oh
Um,
wow. Okay.
so what I did was keep that concept together while building the station. Though I helped a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people build their independent TV shows, their independent radio shows, their independent podcasts, just showing them how to do it the right way, taking the concept and saying, "Hey, I'm going to do this the way I need it to be done." So
What's
over
the
the
difference
years,
between a podcast and TV?
uh, one TV, the other one is one is live and the other one is recorded until you can
Yeah.
actually get it done.
Okay, cool. Okay. Just wanted to throw it out there because everybody's talking about what time your podcast come on. I kind of take that offensive,
That's
man.
that's what everybody keep asking me. They're like, "When is your podcast and when do I gotta go book to be on?" And I'm like, "It's not a podcast. You're actually gonna be on TV."
But check this out. In the future, they're gonna implement the radio. They're gonna put the radio segment on, and where I don't know how they're gonna introduce it, but they're gonna implement that so viewers will be able to turn on the radio in the near future and they'll be able to hear us live talking.
Right.
And I mean, this network is going somewhere. And man, I'm
And
trying to
that's
tell
a
you,
and
everybody
that's a
see me.
hey, that's a great thing. If you understand, like that's a great thing when it comes to me.
Hmm.
Um, because I started out in radio, so radio was what
Hmm.
I built. Well, actually, I started out a different way, but radio was one of the concepts that we brought to the table pretty fast because as the internet grew, people wanted their own voices. They wanted to say their own thing, which was really great
Right.
in an aspect of to me because it opened media up, right? It opened it up to where now we can dictate what actually is
Yep,
news and what we can be said. Because if you control the media, you control how we change our environment, right?
that's
And
true.
what we actually know, if but still keeping the same ethics, right? So
Right.
how I got here with you guys is after you put me on your show, the professionalism and the way the TV show is, the station is ran, and the way that it's an actual TV show, a TV. I'm on TV.
TV.
I want that,
We on TV. We on
but
TV.
not for me. As you know, the way my show is going to work out is it's about the people. It's about the small business owners and giving back to them, kind of giving them their flowers while they're small, so they could want to still encourage themselves to grow big.
Okay.
I, I want
Okay.
to be able to give them their flowers while they're building. And part of doing that, like I told you, was understanding, giving them praise on their success, but letting people understand what their struggles are to get to where they are. A lot
Okay.
about the show is about, I want to know what they went through because I know what I went through. I know what a lot of my clients have went through. I know what you've been through to
Yeah.
do this. A lot of people
Yeah.
listening to me on my live, I just kind of know what they've been through to try to build something and how much work it does take. But if you look at it, like I told you when we talk privately, you see a lot of motivational speakers say you can do this and you can get out and you can get this done, but they don't tell you that this is going to take time and it's going to take preparation and you're going to bump your head and you're going to lose some things and you're going to lose some friends. Tell the truth, I done
Yeah.
went through a whole plethora.
Tell me about it. I done lost some friends too. I'm talking about long term friends
Right.
behind a TV station.
Behind.
Okay. I still love you. No love lost. Don't worry about
Right.
it.
And it's
Keep
like,
going.
but you got to see as like what we talk about, God moves you a certain direction and you can't really fight that direction. You have to do it the way it's supposed to be done.
Won't he do it?
Yeah, you can't really, you can't fight the no matter how much you fight to keep those people in your lives, you're just blocking your blessings and they won't come
Wow.
until you actually move in that direction. So everything that
Exactly.
I've been doing to build the business, everything I've been doing to build the brand to help others build theirs is
Hmm.
that lesson along the way. And you know what's so funny? I
What's
meet a
fun?
lot of
Let me
people like
laugh.
how I meet a lot of people like how we met and we end up becoming closer than the people that I knew down the line
Okay,
because I help you.
hold
I
on.
tell you from the
Rewind,
get go, right?
rewind. Repeat
Go
that.
ahead.
Repeat that. Repeat what you just
I
said.
said it as I was helping you and doing what we do. It kind of came down. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Like the
Yeah, it
commercial.
said it was low bandwidth or something. But no, it as you come to you start to go down and build like we did. As I got to build
Hmm.
with you, we became closer and closer and closer. As I
That's
started
right.
to, and that's what I do with most people because I'm not here just to build your business. I'm here to help you understand how to run your
Hmm.
business. That's where I think a lot of people lose the lack of. They know how to
Right.
make money. Don't get me wrong. They know how to make money, but sustaining that money is not what they don't know how to do, if that
And
makes
so you're
sense.
gonna teach on your, or you at some point or another on your show, you're gonna teach us how to sustain money because I don't
That's
know
a
how to
different
sustain
that's
money.
that's a different show. That's a different show. On this show,
Oh, that's a
it's
different show.
just
Okay.
but on this show that I'm putting out called Real Talk, it's all
Hmm.
about bringing entrepreneurs to the limelight. Whether you write a book, whether you're an entertainer, whether you're a business owner, it does not matter what genre. Businesses all ran the same. The blueprint is still the same.
Uh
You
huh.
just got to figure out what you do and follow that blueprint that's involved, right? So
Okay.
if you're a lawyer, you don't get up and be like, I'm gonna be a lawyer one day. You find out, okay, well, I got to go to law school. I got to read these law books. But that same blueprint is across the board for all lawyers. So if you want to be a
Right.
successful one, right? If you want to
Yeah.
be a
Right.
successful one, why not go find a successful lawyer and say, hey, can I just follow you around?
Mm-hmm.
And then mimic what he does. But a lot of people in small business, they jump out and say, "Oh, I want to do this differently. I'm gonna do this better than everybody." And it's like, not if you want to make money. There's nothing new under the sun. Let's talk about it.
Hmm.
It's not. So this
That's
whole
true.
show is about right. This whole show is about just bringing that concept together and
Okay.
saying, let me hear your success, but at the same time, we want to hear your pain because somebody may be out there trying to be that lawyer. Somebody maybe trying to be like you and wanting to be on TV and have their own show, but they don't exactly know how to do it. But
Right.
if you talk about, hey, let me tell you how successful I am, but this took 5 years in the making of me failing and not wanting to get out of bed some days and not wanting to do it. And those phone calls, like you said, those phone calls that, hey, everybody thinks I haven't made those phone calls like I want to quit. And it's time that I had to call some of my clients like, hey, just talk to me because it's days I just want to throw in the towel.
Right. I
So
understand.
so everything about coming to this network, one is because y'all like family. Since I've been dealing with you and setting up the show, everybody's been coming through like, hey, we got you. Let's whatever you need, let's make it happen. Knowing that I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to make this the network successful as well. So
Right, right, good. Well, that's what we expect for you to do because you know that you're the man with the plan, so you got to bring it hand in hand. I don't know why I be trying to rap and trying. I don't know why. I don't know what. I don't know. Maybe it's a TV thing. I need to calm that part down. But no, that's what we expect you to do. I expect you to bring it. I really do. So, tell us. Oh, okay. So you said that it's the small business owners, or are these are people that are starting out, or these are people that
it's
are
all.
already in
I'm
business?
it's all. I'm talking to anyone that that's starting. You have to have a business started. I'm not inviting you to the show if you don't. Like that doesn't that's not a difference for me. You have to have something going on because then what are you going how are you going to talk about success if you never started it?
Right,
You
right.
can't talk about your success. I'm using those people like for instance my show next Monday.
Hmm.
Um the start of the show guys, make sure y'all there. It's the 19th. It's going to go live.
And
Um
you gotta say it again with emphasis and power.
I'm
Right,
just saying
you
it's
hear
the
me?
19th. It's the
He said
19th.
it's
Y'all going to want
Jing.
them to see it.
Not Jingle.
Look, she said the wrong date. She gonna have y'all waiting to January. The show is June 19th, next Monday, and because it's after Father's Day,
Right.
we're you're gonna want to tune in to see our topic of the day. That's gonna be live.
Cool. Okay, so it's going to be June 19th at
Yes.
what o'clock?
Uh, so if you're on the East Coast, it's gonna be 9, starting
East
at
Coast, 9 p.m.
no, starting at I think it's 10 because I'm from 7 to 9. So 10 on the East Coast,
10 on the
7
East
on the
Coast,
Midwest, and
7
5 o'clock if
Midwest,
you're in the Pacific.
and 5 o'clock. Okay. All right. So, okay. Well, we're gonna have to put that up there so the people can see. Because I can't remember that. I just got 10 o'clock East Coast. That's
Well,
all I remember.
just know where you located at and do the
Uh-huh.
math.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So what time
So
is it there right now where you are?
right now in Vegas is 6:29, so it should be 8:29 your time.
Oh, so Jason, you're in Vegas currently, huh?
Yes, yeah, that's where I live. That's where I live.
That's right. Okay, so we're just gonna take a quick pause. So, for those of you, because people are still coming in, welcome, 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 welcome. I done gave that earlier, but I give it to you again now. I have Jason Dixon as my host. I'm sorry, my guest. This is Kiki White. I am your host, and he is introducing his new show that is going to come on the network live June 19th at uh 10 o'clock
7 o'clock
Eastern
Central.
time. 7 o'clock
7 o'clock
Central.
Central.
Help us out.
Just remember 7 o'clock Central, and you'll be okay.
Okay, remember 7 o'clock Central, and you guys will be okay. Okay, cool. So we got that part. So he's letting us know that he's got a new show coming out, and that's going to be, is that every Monday, Wednesday? What is that on? The 19th is on a,
Monday. It's every
it's on
Monday.
a,
The show is every Monday from 7 o'clock Central Time. So if you're on the East Coast, that's 10 o'clock your time. If you know the time differences, that's uh 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock your time. No, that's if it's 7 o'clock your time. I'm 3 hours behind from the East Coast. So
okay.
I said it wrong. So I'm 3 hours from East Coast. So if it's 7 o'clock your time, it's 8 o'clock East Coast. Seven
Uh-huh.
o'clock. Yeah. So it's 8 o'clock East Coast, 7 o'clock Central,
Uh-huh.
and uh and 5 o'clock Pacific.
Okay, how about we just gonna take a little moment to just get our pen and paper, and then we just gonna do the math.
You just gotta look at. I mean, but everybody
Just look
they
at the
know that.
time interval.
No, you just have to look at the time zone you're coming from. So they're
Yeah.
on your show right now. They understand that they're not on your show. They're actually on your 9 o'clock show their time.
Okay, good
If
deal.
they're in that realm.
Okay, good deal. Okay, so
So
y'all
they just
heard
got
it.
to look at the realm they come from.
We'll just tell them every Monday. Just come in every Monday evening. Look for him, Jason Dixon, because I'm gonna keep it real. Look for him. He will have different guests on there. What other things are you do you plan on? What other ideas do you plan on, just besides
Well,
the small business? Are we
I don't
just
want
gonna
to give.
stay right there?
Yeah, because that's the main topic of the show is about
Okay.
business owners. So that's where I have a lot of them calling and coming in because a lot of business owners have never been interviewed, so they don't even understand
Wow.
or got an idea. A lot of these people
Hmm.
that I got coming on have never. I have one guy that was like, "Hey, you're gonna have to walk me through it because I've never been interviewed before."
Why? Oh,
So
okay.
but he has a very successful business. Just he's not as outgoing as most people. So
Wow.
he's very much, and we run his social media, we run all his things. So for me to come and say, "Hey, I want to interview you," I have chefs coming on, master chefs who's really great in the game. That actually a lot of people they know of them if they see them, but don't know that this man is at. These people are at a high level, just like Chef Ramsay. They just don't want the fame. They rather just come
Oh,
in and teach people. I have artists. I have major play artists. I have so I don't want to give away everything because that's going to cause people to be like, "Oh, I know who coming on this week or what the topic
uh-huh.
is." I don't want
Uh-huh.
to do all
Uh-huh.
that.
Uh-huh.
I
I
want
would
them to do it again.
love to see a man cooking in the kitchen. I sure would. I'm single. I can do that. Okay. I sure would. I'm gonna tune in to your show. I'm sure because the people know I love food. I like to eat. Praise the Lord. Thank you. Hallelujah. So and
Well,
bless the show. And I love it. I love to see people just make up stuff and all these concoctions and stuff. So I can't wait till you do that segment. I would love
yeah,
to see
that's so.
that.
He's gonna come in once we get the studio down here up and running, so that I can
Mhm.
bring him in to. He wants to do well. He's gonna do his own cooking show on through the podcast through our network. So once he comes in, we're just gonna interview him live right from that kitchen. So that's gonna
Okay.
make a big deal. But on
Okay.
that same show, I'm trying to keep the way I'm keeping the show is based on
Uh-huh.
what you do. I'm keeping the other guests in line with what the main guest does. So on
Okay.
that show, I'm gonna have a lot of chefs coming in. I have one show that I'm totally dedicating to authors. So if you wrote a book, if they did anything like that, they're going to all be on that show. And I'm
Right.
accommodating the topic of the night based on who I have coming in. So like I said, on Father's Day, you want to tune in for that topic of the night because it's a topic that a lot of people have a lot of thoughts on, but no
Uh-huh.
true definition of what that person is. It's all based on somebody's emotion right now, right? So we want to
Okay.
bring that to the table.
Okay, so y'all heard Jason. Jason said y'all will definitely want to tune in on June 19th because he's going to be talking about a particular topic that is going to rub some elbows. It's going to start a fire. Okay, just have your hose so you can put it out. But it's a great topic. So if you're spending time with your dad and your family, get it up on the TV. Go to EEFI TV. Networks.com. Ooh, don't y'all get me. EEFI networks with an S.com, and y'all click in, y'all log in and view what he's going to be talking about, the guests, and these particular topics. I would love to
Yeah.
see it because that'll give, y'all fathers don't really get to do nothing to go nowhere. And so why not tune into a great show and you can
And
sit
this is
down and share dinner or something
Yeah,
with your
that's
pops?
why I thought it was so great to do it after Father's Day, because most of the I have two guys coming on and I have two girls coming on, two women that are kind of in the same relevant business right now, and bring them on. They're gonna I have that contrast, and then my guest host, Mr. Kijana Owens, that is a great guy, business builder, manager, travel guru. Basically, if he can make money, he gonna make it. So I got
Okay.
the honor of him coming on as one of my co-hosts because he has a show called Grindology, which we get up. He gets up every morning at 6 and interview. He's on the Pacific time, so he's interviewing at 6 a.m. But most of his guests are at 8 because they're coming from the East Coast back.
So what did you just say? It's called Bronology. What was that?
Grindology, grindology,
Bryanology. Okay.
grind like
Okay.
grindology.
Okay, I'm gonna let you talk. Okay, so okay, I got it. Don't think that I didn't get it, but I'm gonna have to do something that I have never had to do before. But I'm having a malfunction with my
Okay,
electronic device, so I'm gonna let you talk to the viewers to give them more detail and continue what you got going on with your show. I got to go and get a cable. I'm been unctioned to go get a cable so I can keep everybody tuned in. So I will be right back, but you continue to stay right there
no
and
problem.
you go ahead and talk to my audience. Be nice to my people, and I'll be
I'm
right back.
I'm nice already, guys. I already know, but I thank you
Okay.
guys for yeah, I thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We came on this show so that we can honestly introduce the new show. Like I said, I got people watching me on my Facebook, and I do apologize to you guys that y'all can't get into the show. We're just going through some major upgrades, so just bear with me. The people at the station, I love them. They're trying to get everything together for the show starting next week, so it kind of knocked out some things. And guys, if you can tune in, if you're with businesses, I don't know who's all on, but I would love to know some of you guys' businesses. If you want to come on the show, uh, definitely reach out to Miss Kiki. Let her know. I have forms that I have you fill out because we want to know more about you so that we can be able to know what we're interviewing you about, know about your company prior to you coming on. Um, yeah, Mr. Blackman said he found us on YouTube. That'll work. So yeah, if you're on my site right now, you can go to YouTube and type in the link that I put on my Facebook page, and you'll be able to find us. That's what I was wondering too. So I'm gonna have to go to YouTube and post it.
Cool. Oh, I found you guys on YouTube. Okay, so we're gonna, if the studio will, if you would go
Take a
ahead.
commercial break.
Mm-mm. I need to let them have a moment to comment and call in, and I have to tell them the phone number.
Okay.
So if you guys have any questions, or if there are if there is any, I'm so out of breath, excuse me, but if there is anything that you want to say, if there's any comments that you have, any questions that you have for not only just the announcements that I made earlier, but pertaining to all of the information that Jason shared with you all. If you have anything, you can definitely go to eefinetworks. Wait a minute, at gmail.com. You can also call the number. It should be showing right across your screen. Do you guys see the 832 number? Yes, you can call that number with your questions and with your comments. We're always free and we're always open to receive. Okay. It doesn't matter what it's about. It doesn't matter what the topic is. It doesn't matter what it is that you want to say. You always can have a freedom. Let me let y'all know something. Y'all know I'm already real as it is. Okay. I can't be nobody else. So if you're going to call in, you heard, if you going to call in, yes, right, go ahead and say what it is that you need to say, because I realized, I had one person to tell me, well, I really just don't like to call in because, somebody might recognize my voice, or, I don't know if we can disguise it,
Hey, that's the whole thing. So if you're on my live, I just kind of put you guys on the link. I put it on my page or I put it on my live of where that link is. You can click on that link and it'll take you to the actual show.
Okay, good. Okay, so you got all of your viewers. I love the responses. I love all of the comments that are coming in on my end. They are ready. They are supporting you. We got comments coming in. They're just things they're saying. It's just not about the money. It's what comes from the heart, and you should enjoy what you do. And you know what? I really, really, really do. I really do. Like, oh my gosh. Oh well. Mm.
Honestly, Rodney, I'm gonna tell you right now that's one of our topics, but that topic isn't gonna come until the second Monday in August, because on that show I actually got a group of small business owners, which are nonprofits, that are actually one of my nonprofits that I work with. That we actually do a thing called building young men and women. And what we do there is we talk about those topics, why they should put their pants up, why they should do things like that. And we actually talk about what we call as a reward system called a bow tie system. So from the time they're 6 and they start to grow up, they get different colored bow ties, meaning that they're progressing in the program. So that's why that topic is something that we're holding off to that point, because I have to get the people I want involved free, and they've been doing this for since 2013. So building young men and women, growing young guys. They're brothers, so they created two different organizations. So we're trying to use this platform as a way to talk to young men. And on that show, I want to be able to market enough, have you guys, the family, help me enough to get enough young men to tune in on that show.
That is so cool. So for a more diluted topic, we had a comment that said that there's a topic and there's a discussion that should be going forth in the future of how we can get our young men to pull up their pants, because we don't want to see those cakes. And so therefore, um, they're going to be talking about different topics like this, and even
Right.
with mine, I don't mind going. We Jason and I have a vision to go back to back with each other. He'll give his view on his show, I'll give mine, because I can say whatever I want to say, and he can't cut me off. And and so therefore, you understand what I'm saying. He can't cut me off, people. So
But
anyway,
it's real
that's
talk
my
though. I
topic.
don't.
It's
That's why
real
my
talk.
show is called Real Talk. I don't
Oh,
cut
we
people off.
getting
All
real.
I
Like, you
ask
want to
is,
be real like that?
hey, it's real talk. That's why the guests that I'm bringing on, they understand that I'm not coming in here to have. If you know me, you know I'm not politically correct. I'm not PC at all. I'm gonna say what's on my mind. If you don't like it, guess what? We all have an opinion and we all have a thought. You don't like what I
True.
say, just tune out. You don't have to come watch. You don't have to come. And I think nowadays, the purpose of Real Talk is because, and when I created it years ago, on the radio, was because people weren't having the conversations they needed to have.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was just jumping behind the political issue of it, but
Mm-hmm.
not having the real conversation. And I'll give you an example, and this is a story I tell.
Okay.
When we created 411 Reality Radio out in Dallas, my show was called Real Talk. Real Talk in Dallas Live is what it was called.
Real talk in Dallas.
And
Okay.
one of the things that one of the topics we talked about was when the Martin boy got murdered. And
Oh yeah.
yeah. And so on that topic, I went on my Facebook page, my profile business page, and I said, and I understand and I feel so sorry for what happened. It was a tragedy, right? But I got a question to the parents. Whose job is it to raise our kids?
That part.
You don't want your kid. And so in that show, it was my first show of the night, first show
Hmm.
that I just started, my first show. I blazed that topic. We had over 600 listeners, and
Whoo, that's
people
good.
commenting in the group. They're coming back, they're talking, we're letting them call in. They were blowing. I had over 200 people in the studio. So we allowed you in the studio to get on the mic and give your opinion and be a part of the show as well.
Yeah.
So just like what we're doing here on the network, I want to be able to do the same thing. But the reason
Okay.
why I brought that to light, because the real talk was not that I didn't. He was racially profiled. I'll give that. I'll being a black young male growing up in this society, I understand that. But here's the thing: you don't want your kid to be profiled. I remember when my dad used to put our clothes out for us. This is what you wearing.
Oh
I want
wow.
you to come home. I remember when my parents used to tell us, we got away from
You sure
that
right.
time when they said, we got away from when our parents used to say, if anybody of authority says anything to you,
Mm-hmm.
You say yes sir, no sir,
No, sir.
yes ma'am, no ma'am,
Mhm,
and if
mhm.
even if they were wrong, you come and talk to me and let me deal with it.
There
And you
you
know
have
what
it.
happened back then? A lot of our kids made it home. A
Yep,
lot of
that's
our
right.
kids came home safely because
Yes,
they
you
learned
did.
to shut their mouths. But in this day and age, we're in a genre where everybody's being told, not just kids, everybody's being told that you can say whatever you want. The
Yep.
internet gives everybody an opinion and everybody a thought, so we get diluted on what the true facts are. So that's the whole purpose behind the show, is when you come
Wow.
on and I bring that topic up, I need to know exactly what you think. Don't sugarcoat it. We ain't and I thank you to the EFI network because they gave me permission to do my show and to go as
What?
hard as I want. So
Oh my gosh.
I don't think
Okay.
they I don't think they understand the beast they just released. Like,
Oh my gosh. Okay, so okay, Jason, that sound right there, you'll get used to it. Somebody is trying to get in. So I don't know who it is, what they're about to say. So let's go ahead and hello, caller. Are you there?
We had a comment that said that there's a topic and there's a discussion that should be going forth in the future, how we can get our young men to pull up their pants because, we don't want to see those tapes. And so, therefore,
hey, whoever's on, can you cut down the volume because we're hearing it through your phone?
okay.
There you go.
Okay, tell her to repeat herself if she don't mind.
No, that was you talking.
Oh,
They
that
had
was
you.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had you going through the radio.
Oh, okay. So, caller, if you're there, you're on air. You're
Yeah.
live on air.
Yes, I have a question for Mr. Dixon.
Go ahead, caller, Mr. Dixon.
Okay, as a person that's starting out with a new, you know, whether it be a venture or a business, um, without having the resources to, what should I say, to market, what
Okay.
would be your advice as far as how to advertise?
So so I definitely would give you this. This is one of my favorite topics to talk about. Let me make this very, very clear. You don't need money to build your business. That's not how it starts. We have perceived that marketing is something that we have to do or put into because that's what social media tells us. I have help people build their own business by teaching them even though we do graphics, even though we do things like that, when you're first starting out, don't try to be so extravagant. You don't need the 8-page website. You just need a single website telling what you do and how to build it and what you're doing. You grow over time. Don't rush into it. So, with your budget, and when you say budget, let me tell you real talk. When I first built my business, we had not a dime. We were out there printing flyers off $42, getting as many flyers as we can just to get just to get the business out.
Wow.
So you can create your budget, but understand in business where you saying create a budget, think about it this way. How many times do you eat out a week? How many times do you waste money on hobbies, that things that you want to do?
Hmm.
If you were to take that money that you waste and say my main goal is to start this business. So if I eat out at McDonald's 5 times a day or 5 times a week, let's say that's an estimate of almost nowadays, shoot, that's almost $100 if you use an Uber Eats. Let's be real.
Excuse me. Okay, McDonald's,
Agreed.
Uber Eats.
So
Okay, yeah.
if you take that amount and say instead of going out every time I get the urge to go out to eat, I'm gonna throw that money in a box.
Okay.
With building a company, it takes sacrifices. And
Yes.
if you're not willing to make that sacrifice, that is the main reason why people fail. You'll be amazed how many people that I work with that expect them to make revenue right off the bat. And
Oh
they
wow.
get so upset with me when I say, "Oh, you're going to spend. I'm going to tell you right now, your average spend is going to be almost $400 a month if you want your business to be successful."
Ooh. Mm.
And that's not counting what you
Yeah.
have to spend to get your licenses together. That's not counting what you have to spend for contracts, paperwork, those type of things. I'm saying an actual plan to help you. Right. like Rodney said, out the trunk. You're starting from the ground, so build it that way. But what you do when
Right.
you follow this process is you build a solid foundation to stand on, because you're gonna fall. Let me make this very clear to everyone on the station. You're gonna fall. And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have a solid foundation to fall on, you're going to do what you see most people do in business. They're going to literally keep rebuilding over and over. How many? I know everybody on this network. I'm pretty sure if I said raise your hand and I could see your hand, you're going to say, when I say this question, how many of y'all seen people say, "Oh, I came up with a t-shirt business this year." And then next year, they like, "Oh, whoa, oh, hold on, but that didn't work. Let me go do hair products." "Oh
Yep.
no, I'm gonna go sell candy out on the corner." It's
Yep.
because they're not building a foundation, they're just chasing the dollar. If you keep chasing the money, or if you keep looking at it like, well, I don't really have the money. If God put you in this place where you have a business thought,
Hmm.
he's gonna supply the money.
That's true.
Gotcha.
And a lot of us, and let me say this to be very, very clear. A lot of us think that we have to quit our jobs to start a business. And I'll be the first one to tell you right now, I've been in business since 2009, and Kiki will verify I am currently working a work from home job right now just to get extra money for a new project that I'm trying to build. So don't be scared or think it's a shame because you're working for somebody to build your dream.
Hmm.
Okay. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Mr. Jason.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you, caller. Is that all for you today? Or well, this evening?
Oh no. Hey, Kiki.
Hello. Hey,
She,
caller. How are
yeah,
you?
I felt like she was jealous too. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Of course, I gotta. Hey, I have to speak with to my callers, even though they were calling for you. I'm honored. I'm privileged. Thank you for calling in and sharing with us your question. Hopefully, you were able to get a logical answer, a good feedback. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. The telephone line is still open. We still have room. There is room. We still have a few minutes if there are any comments or any questions that you guys are having. Jason, that was good. That was some good advice.
No,
You
that's
know, you
that's
don't have to quit your job in order to start your business. I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, that's some nuggets. I'm eating. I'm eating
and people
tonight.
people don't understand that. They think that because they want to be seen as this business person, that if they go and say I got a job, but most successful people that their business actually thrives
Mm-hmm.
is because they actually build it from working their jobs. I didn't leave my job until I had enough money to buy the things we needed to make
Uh-huh.
the business work. Then once I got that and I got those things going, but understand I built things that created revenue while I was working for people for free. Remember I told you,
Oh
like,
wow,
if you
that's right.
guys
Yeah, you
don't know my
did.
story, you're going to want to tune in on Monday, cuz I'm
Yeah,
one of the people that
yeah,
I'm being interviewed by my co-host. That's why he's on.
yeah.
So
That's
I'm
okay.
going to tell that story, that if you're going to leave your job, create the revenue around you to
Mm-hmm.
help you accommodate the money that you're going to lose at your job.
Wow.
Most people leave their job and put everything into the product rather than
Uh-huh.
saying, hey, so one of the key things that I'm great at, that me and my team are great at,
Yep.
is coming in and recognizing what your skill set is. I'll give you an
Mm-hmm.
example. I have a business partner that when I first met her years ago, I found out just paying attention to her, I found out she was very good at paperwork, contracts, things
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
But what she wanted was her hair business and fashion business off the line.
Okay.
So in the
Okay.
midst of building that for her, she was like, but I need to make some money. I need to make some money. So one day I called her up and I
Mm-hmm.
said, hey, I got a lot of people looking for virtual assistants and I think you'll be great. So let's create
Wow.
this virtual assistants company. She
Wow.
was like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to work for someone, or this and that, or this and that." And sorry about the dogs. But when she did what God gave her the talent to do,
Uh-huh.
that third month, just off the virtual assistant, she was going 10 grand in. So now
Woo!
she could use that business to fund what
Come
she wanted to
on.
do. So
That's what I'm
that's
talking
why I get off saying, Even if you want to leave your job, find the talent that God bless you with
That's right.
to
I love it.
do what you need to do.
Right. You know what? I don't know about y'all, but that information that he just gave y'all, hello, that cost. That was some valuable information. I mean, no, that's that information that be on the webinars that people have to pay for and pre-register. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of information y'all are getting tonight. So hopefully, you know what? I told y'all it was going to be good because anytime that the viewers come in to women around the table. I know if you put a whole table of women around it, come on now, that's some cackling hens. But at the end of the day, rather it's a conversation, Jason, rather it's me just just rubbing elbows with you, sitting side by side, listening to what everybody has to say. At the end of the day, I promise I want someone to be helped by, if it's just information,
Eh,
encouragement, listening to get some type of motivation out of what was said.
Right.
That's what this
So
show is all about.
I want to jump on what Rodney's saying right now.
Okay.
Guys, if you're starting out, let me tell you about the power of free. I actually talk about this, I preach about it. If you know me,
Wow.
stop saying you're not going to do something for free. And Rodney, you're absolutely right.
Wow.
Free builds brands. Why do you guys think that you go to a T-Mobile and they say, come get this device for free? Because the minute you get this device, you're going to run out and tell 20 people that you
Yep.
got this device from
Yep.
T-Mobile for free, Sprint for
Mm-hmm.
free. Walmart, why do they give out samples at Walmart and Sam's? And why do they give you free? Because free is what makes the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yep.
care how much social media influence you think you have or how many influence. I see people with millions of followers that don't make a dime
Oh wow.
because they don't know how to leverage their brand. Somebody will come
Uh-huh.
to them and say, "Hey, let me use you to market my brand," and they'll say, "Oh, well, pay me." And that person is like, "Well, I
Mm-hmm.
don't really have it to pay you, so let me go get this other person who has less followers."
Yep. Wow.
Right?
That's like
And
almost like free advertisement. We got a comment
exactly.
that's just come in, y'all, and he's letting us know that he was fixing cars for free. And when
Right.
he did get the customers that did come in, they paid him buku money and made up for the ones who didn't pay for free. So what you do for Christ, I always say it'll last and it will bless.
And that's the whole thing.
Especially
My
if it's
first
something that you like to do, because this is what I like to do. I like to talk to
right.
people. I like to meet people. I want people to feel good, and I want to make people smile because it's just so much darkness around us,
That's
man.
what makes me. That's what. So a lot of people don't know. In my first 2 years of business, I flew on my own dime. If you know me, I flew to people. I went to people's places. I flew to their cities
Wow.
to help them build on my dime. And what we called it was hardware and software. As if it was something that I could do, like paperwork, graphics, anything like that, you didn't pay me for that. But if you needed T-shirts printed or sweatshirts printed or things like this printed, you
Yeah.
paid for that.
Wow.
But they didn't understand that we own the print shop and we own things like that. So to them, the concept was, well, this man is helping me build a great brand for free. When I was, and they're like, well, how are you eating? And I would have tons of people like, Jason, you got to eat too. And Jason, you got to do this.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Mhm.
I'm going to eat. Don't worry about it.
Right.
That next year, I didn't have to go sell as much because everybody was referring as, if you know me, you know now, I don't advertise my business much.
Hmm.
I advertise everybody else's, but I get
Wow.
inboxes every day saying, "Hey, can you do this for me? I got a client for you. I got this for you." So people are coming your way. My show filled up because everybody else started talking about it, not because of me. I just
Right.
put a simple post out that said, "Hey, my show is coming."
The church folks they say your gift will make room for you, and that's
Right.
what's happening. Okay, listen guys, y'all got it, y'all have it here live with Jason Dixon. He will be with us on Monday, the first Monday, no,
The
Monday,
19th.
June. Why do I want to say the first? June 19th. He is coming on Monday night. Okay, his hours will be from 7 to 9. This will be a 2 hour show with hot topics. That's we know it's Father's Day, but if y'all don't have anything to do, just hey, if you're sitting down with pops, hey, Get your popcorn, get your sodas, and whatever you're doing with your dad, and tune in to EEFInetworks.com. Click the link, go to Facebook. Facebook, we still got time. You're still part of the connection until we shut you down. But you're still part of the connection. You can go to YouTube. This is Women Around the Table Talk. Thank you, Jason. We will see you soon, fam.
Thank you.
Y'all come back Tuesday of next week, okay? I'll see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.
Kiki White and EFI Networks, thank you for watching the Women Around Table Talk. We hope that you have enjoyed. We would like to thank all of our special guests. Kiki White and EFI Networks look forward to you joining the Women Around the Table Talk every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Kiki White look forward to hearing from you. Please go to EFInetwork.com for comments. You may call 832-408-8404, 346-493-2630 or 832-391-0157. All copyrights belong to EFI Networks.